At 19, I started my first company. By 22, I made my first $1 million online, and it changed my life forever. Looking back, maybe I was naive, but I really thought money would solve everything. Instead, it just created new challenges. Let me take you back to the beginning. Growing up, I was pretty insecure about most things. If anyone asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up, I'd just say I wanted to be successful. For some reason, I just associated making money with happiness. Fast forward to 2019, I started a growthology agency, and it grew beyond anything I could have possibly imagined. Then in 2024, I launched a software company called Drop Service that made me more money than I ever thought could be possible. The feeling was euphoric. I thought it would never end. I moved into my dream penthouse in the city, and I could finally provide for my friends and family. I was enjoying my life to the absolute fullest. But as time went on, nothing could really match that initial high I felt when I first started out chasing my dream of making money.
So, ladies and gentlemen, in today's video, I'm going to share with you the unfiltered truth about making your first 7 figures online. Coming from someone who achieved this milestone as a 20-year-old and has since built a multi-7-figure empire. I'm going to reveal 5 brutal realities about creating wealth that most people avoid talking about, especially when you're starting from scratch. So, without further ado, let's jump into the first brutal reality, which is something that I really felt in 2024. And honestly, it's the best part about becoming rich, which is the journey itself. Listen, I know this might sound cliche, but when first starting out, all I could think about was making that first $1 million online. But this is what nobody tells you. Once you actually hit that $1 million mark, nothing compares to what it feels like in those early days hustling to get there. I want you to think about it like this. Those late night projects, that first sale you make online, your first $1,000 month, moments like this create an excitement that making millions of dollars online can't even replicate. And I'm not saying the destination isn't great, but the hunger, the drive, the small wins along the way, that's where the true fulfillment lies. Now, let's move on to brutal reality number 2. Success is 80% about timing. I'm sure you've heard successful entrepreneurs say that their achievements came from grinding day and night, but there's a crucial part of the equation that they did not tell you. Let's look at Microsoft. They didn't just build an amazing product, but they entered the marketplace at the perfect time. Or Amazon, right place, right time with the internet. What you really need to understand is that timing comes in 2 crucial forms. First, there's industry timing, like getting into AI right now, and then there's what I call experience timing. And this is what most people mess up on. If you're earning under $1,000 monthly and you're trying to launch the next ChatGPT, you're fighting an uphill battle. You must match your business to your current level. And that leads me to brutal reality number 3, which is abandon the follow your passion mindset and stop obsessing over goal setting. I'm sure all you guys have heard, if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. And if I'm being completely honest, it's extremely misleading advice. I want you to really think about it. How many passionate artists or musicians are struggling to just pay their rent? Look, here's the problem. Your deepest passions rarely translate to success in business. Let's look at Mark Cuban, for example. He wasn't passionate about streaming videos when he sold broadcast.com, but he saw a great opportunity in the marketplace and he just executed. Success isn't about following your passion, it's about chasing opportunities. Now let's get into brutal reality number 4, which I honestly think is one of the most important ones for everyone scrolling on the internet in today's day and age. Forget about launching a business right away. What I want you to focus on is what I've termed a starter business. And what I mean by this is something extremely simple to understand, very straightforward, and requires minimal startup costs. Now let me give you a concrete example of what I mean. With AI tools available today, you can help small business owners set up and manage their customer service automation. And you can do this by charging $300 to $500 per business. Or you can become a personal branding profile optimizer for people in your area. These are services you can literally start tomorrow with 0 startup costs. And finally, brutal reality number 5, slowness equals failure. Look, when you're just beginning, you're going to face countless obstacles. And your greatest advantage is gonna be moving quickly. Think about it like this. With any successful startup, they don't spend months perfecting the product right off the bat. They release quickly, gather feedback, and slowly release volume 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and so on. And just to prove my point even further, Instagram started as a location sharing app called Bourbon, before pivoting rapidly when they saw what users actually wanted. And the lesson here is that there's only one path to improvement: taking action and learning from the results. If you compare someone who tests 5 marketing strategies against someone who tests 20 within the same exact time frame, the faster executor always wins. Because while the first person is still analyzing their 3rd marketing campaign, the second person has already discovered what worked. And ladies and gentlemen, most importantly, I need you to remember this, if anything. The path to 10 million looks nothing like the path to 1 million, which looks nothing like the path to your first 100K online. Each level requires different strategies, different skills, and different timing. So I want you to know that if you're in the trenches right now, these are the moments you're gonna look back on with pride. These challenges you're facing, they're not just obstacles. They're part of the journey that I promise you're gonna look back on and miss one day. I've been exactly where you are right now, and trust me, these are the days that are gonna shape your story. So with that being said, I'm in your corner, cheering for your success every single day and watching your journey unfold.